could talk about the Synergy Theatre project, but let's talk song. Before we start, let me quickly thank more than 50 paying members of this enterprise here on YouTube, plus the people on Patreon, especially the songists Andrew Morgan, Hugh MSE, My Unfinished Ideas, and Jonathan Ribeiro here on YouTube, and JC Prince of Wales, Amy May, Jennifer Grinder, Lena, and Bloody Mary 26 over on Patreon. Thank you very much. You make this worth a while. If the rest of you also want to contribute financially, please check the links in description. Today I'm going to react to and analyze But Daddy I Love Him by Taylor Swift, requested by channel members Agni B. Hakosh and Shannon O'Connell, as well as regular viewers Rubja One, Call Me Elisa Love Me, Christy Griffin, and Elijah Dwinewa. You know me, I want to continue finding the songwriting secrets with the amazing Taylor Swift, so without further ado, let's get going. Step 1, find the tonal center of the song. Might we be in the key of E major? Let's find out.
I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun.
Seems so, yes. I guess we are in the key of E major. Step 2, find the chord progression with the verse that directly starts without an intro.
I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun.
6 minor 4 1 5. We have got the minor axis of awesome, the one that starts in the middle, if you will, with C sharp minor, A major, E major, and B major. This is the Save Tonight progression, right? Save tonight, the fights break of down, down, so on and so forth. Very, very common chord progression, but very powerful. Step 3, find the melody progression in the verse.
I forget how the West was won.
First observation, the melody starts on the downbeat, very assertive. I forget how the West was won, and the melody development is... Oh, interesting. So, remember that the first chord that we hear is a C sharp minor. Now what she sings is a minor 7 on top of it. I forget how the West was won. And only with the last note she goes to the root note of the chord. Really interesting, creating flavor and magic already.
I forget if this was ever fun.
Repeat the motif, repeat the melody on another chord. So where in C sharp minor, this was the minor 7 and the 1. Here we have got the 9 and the 3. So again, a juicy B that does not belong in the chord, belong in the chord.
I just learned these people only raise you.
Interesting. Okay, we are in the 3rd chord. And we go to the 4th chord. So here, the B is the 5, first time that it's actually a chord note. And here again, we sing the 5 of the chord, which in that case would be the F sharp. Interesting line arrangement as well, where we start with 2 relatively short lines, a repetition of each other. I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. Also rhyming. I'm doing lyric and melody at the same time right now. Followed by a 3rd line that kind of wraps things up. I just learned these people only raise you.
To cage you.
Oh, it was not over. So it's I just learned these people only raise you to cage you.
I just learned these people only raise you to cage you.
Okay. And this G sharp to F sharp that we know from Raise You, we repeat as an afterthought. So interesting that in fact we have got, we could even say a super tiny line at the end to cage you, rhyming with the super long line number 3, creating a very interesting and special line arrangement in verse number 1. I expect that this is going to be a pattern that we see repeated.
Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday best.
See? We are still in the verse, we are still developing the same kind of ideas. Couple more syllables though.
Clutching their pearls, sighing what a mess.
Repeat, this we expect and this we get.
I just learned these people try and save you, 'cause they hate you.
Okay, and we've got the same pattern as we had in the first verse half. I just learned these people try and save you because they hate you. Lyrics in the second verse half are Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday best, clutching their pearls, sighing, what a mess. I just learned these people try and save you because they hate you. So again, we have got a short line, this time really evil short line because they hate you.
To hire a horse for a simple girl.
We are in the pre-chorus. We clearly change the melody. We do not change the chord progression note. So we are still in that 6 minor 4-1-5 idea. The melody totally different. The first difference is that it doesn't start on the downbeat but later.
To hire a horse.
All right, so interesting that again we have got this additional note, in that case the 9 of the chord, that goes creating another juicy flavor there. And too high a horse, of course, this interval has to go up, right? Too high a horse and not too low a horse. Too high a horse.
For a simple girl. To rise above it.
Interesting melody. Okay, so we start with too high a horse. Then we have got for a simple girl. And then we have got to rise above it. Okay, 3 lines. Really interesting. 3 lines is what we expect in the pre-chorus because it's an unbalanced number of lines, creating tension and really wanting us to move forward.
They slammed the door
Same motif.
on my whole world.
Same motif.
The one thing I wanted.
And same motif. So we repeat this pattern of those 3 lines in the second pre-chorus half. The lyrics are too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. They slammed the door on my whole world, the one thing I wanted. So we have got an ABC rhyming pattern, really cool.
Running with my dress unbuttoned. Screaming, but daddy, I love I'm not. But you should see your faces.
Another typical Taylor Swift progression. So this is clearly a very, very strong chorus with a 1-4-5-4 progression. E major that goes to the A major, that goes to the B major and back to the A major. Really cool. Let's look at melody next.
Running with my dress unbuttoned.
The now is the pickup, the third melody beginning. We had melody beginning on the downbeat in the verse, we had melody beginning after the downbeat in the pre-chorus, and we have got pickup in the chorus. Is that co-written with Max Martin? Let me check quickly. No, Aaron Dessner, so apparently he knows the tricks as well, because this is usually a Max Martin's signature move to pay attention to that different melody beginnings. Now I... Right?
Running with my dress unbuttoned.
Really, really cool. Now I run with my dress unbuttoned. This tint is almost noteless, right?
Screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby.
Signature Taylor Swift fifth lead back and forth. I'm having this baby! Almost like a statement, right? Musical theater almost.
No, I'm not, but you should see your faces.
Okay, interesting. So, certainly fresh melody.
Running with my dress unbuttoned.
Streaming my daddy, I love him. I'm having this baby.
No, I'm not, but you should see your faces.
And this also has a lyrical punchline to the chorus. So, Lyrics. Now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, with that really cool melodic rhythm. This running with my dress unbuttoned, which is running, right? Which is prosodic as hell. Screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. Okay.
Turning to floor through the fences.
Repeat the melody, repeat also the chord progression. So we are in the second chorus half, and we still have got this.
No, he's crazy, but he's the one I want.
And varied melody at the end. So we have got a repetition of the melodies with that. I'm telling him to floor it through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. And now we vary the melody at the end.
I know he's crazy, but
This we know. This was this I'm having his baby idea.
he's the one I want.
But he's the one I want. A beautiful resolution. Let's see if the chords also resolve.
Dutiful daughter,
Deceptive resolution. Because we go to the 6 minor, that is the first note in the second verse, what I expect now.
dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid.
Is that what we know from the beginning? I forgot how the West was won?
I forget how the West was won.
Yes, a bit more wordy. It's more like Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday Best, right?
Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday best.
Now lyric-wise becomes dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid. What a beautiful alliteration with dutiful daughter. It's not beautiful daughter. Mind that.
Dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid. Tendrils tucked into a woven braid.
Tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Again, this alliteration at the beginning. Dutiful daughters, all my plans were laid. Tendrils tucked into a woven braid. This is poetry.
Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all.
A bit different, right? The endings were those tiny rhymes with, for example, people only raise you, to cage you, or people try and save you because they hate you. This becomes a little bit different now. The line starts the same,
Growing up precocious sometimes means.
right? And now we would have expected didum, ba-da-da-dum, but we'd get something else.
Not growing up at all.
Right, this is now not growing up at all, changing this and making this, in a way, a booster line in the second verse to get back the listener's attention.
He was chaos, he was revelry. Bedroom eyes like a remedy. Down at the city hall.
Right, and then they repeat this newly established motif. Bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. The lyrics in verse number 2 are dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid, tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. This is so good. Booster lines all over the place. He was chaos, he was revelry, bedroom eyes like a remedy. Soon enough the elders had convened down at the city hall, right? Also the elders, what a beautiful image.
Stay away from her.
Pre-chorus, right? Stuff we know, new lyrics though.
Saboteurs. Protested too much.
Stay away from her. The saboteurs protested too much. This is an additional rhyme. Remember that the pre-chorus rhyming pattern we had established was ABC, ABC. Now we have got something like AAB. Let's see if they keep this.
Lord knows the words we never heard.
Yes, they do. They include another 2 A lines, right? With words and hurt certainly rhyming with her and saboteurs.
Just screeching tires of true love.
Okay, and protested too much now becomes just screeching tires and true love, adding additional syllables and rushing us even more to the second chorus.
Running with my dress on.
Daddy, I love him.
No, I'm not, but you should
See your faces.
No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but I
And the primary bridge, or the post-chorus I should say, because it certainly keeps this characteristic feature, which is the chord progression, is what we have after the chorus number 2. Let's find out if the chord progression does stay the same or if it changes.
I'll tell you something right now. I'd rather burn my whole skin of all this bitching and moaning.
Brilliant! The chord progression stays the same. We still have got the 1-4-5-4 progression. The melody is totally different. We have got a melody beginning after the downbeat.
I'll tell you something right now.
Something like this, right? I'll tell you something right now.
I'd rather burn my whole life down
Repeat the motif.
than listen to one more second of all this bitching and moaning.
Right? So very, very strong stress on that rock solid note F sharp that I think, yes, it plays on the 4 chord, right? Being the 6 of the chord. Really, really cool. Lyrics also, I'll tell you something right now. I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this bitching and moaning. Very, very clear, very, very beautiful, very, very in your face.
Tell you something about my good name.
I'll tell you something about my good name goes back to I'll tell you something right now.
It's mine alone to disgrace.
It's mine alone a disgrace. It should be disgrace, but never mind.
I don't cater to all these vipers dressed in empaths clothing.
Whoa! The vipers dressed in empaths clothing. This is so amazing. Remember emperor's clothing? Sometimes nothing at all. Vipers dressed in empaths clothing. I don't think that anybody said this before. What a beautiful invention of an image. Wow.
God save the most judgmental creeps who say they want what's best, performing soliloquies out.
Interesting, so another primary bridge, or we could say that this one before was in fact the post-chorus and now we enter the primary bridge with a new chord progression that is inspired by the verse but changes stuff. We start with the 6 minor, we go to the 4. Now, instead of going to the 1 before going to the 5, we directly go to the 5 and stay there. C sharp minor, A and B.
God save the most judgmental creeps
Is the melody, I believe, right? God save the most judgmental creeps.
who say they want what's best for me.
Tiny variation at the end, who say they want what's best for me. Because we go to another chord, which is why we have to change the landing note.
Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see.
Right? And again, punching in that rock solid F sharp that we know from the post-chorus. Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see. Beautiful lyrics that we are going to look at. God save the most judgmental creeps who say they want what's best for me. Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see. 5 lines all rhyming with each other and making for beautiful poetry.
Thinking it can change the beat of
Still the rhyme with beat this time. And same idea. Right?
my heart when he touches me.
And again this variation at the end.
And counteract the chemistry.
And repeat that. So we have got 3 additional lines. Thinking I can change the beat of my heart when he touches me. Yes, my is stressed, but it makes sense. And counteract the chemistry. Beautiful alliteration also.
And undo the destiny.
And this and undo the destiny is, let's say, a transition to what is now maybe an instrumental chorus.
And undo the destiny.
Melody. Right, this time going up. After all those After all those melody movements going down, it's undo the destiny, something optimistic, and that goes up. And undo the destiny. New chord progression, this time with the 1 5 4 6 minor 5, with the 6 minor 5 sharing a bar, right? So it's E major, B major, then A major, and then C sharp minor and B major. Really cool and something new. New melodic idea. Third primary bridge in a way. Okay, so it's... Okay, this is the first idea. So, the lyrics of this primary bridge number 2. You ain't gotta pray for me and my wild boy, and all this wild joy. If all you want is grave for me, cool rhyme with pray, then it's just white noise and it's just my choice. So 6 lines with an ABB rhyming pattern.
There's a lot of people in town that I bestow upon my fakest smile.
Verse, right? Verse 3. Because this is the Hannahs and the Sarahs and the blah blah blahs.
Scandal does funny things to pride, but brings lovers closer.
Again with the tiny line that we introduced in verse number 1, right? This time with lovers and closer. Lyrics, there's a lot of people in town that I, and we really want to know what, bestow upon my fakest smiles. Wow. Scandal does funny things to pride, but brings lovers closer.
All the wine moms are still holding out, but fuck 'em, it's over.
And a lyrical twist, where we also include a third rhyming line. We came back when the heat died down, went to my parents and they came around. All the wine moms, what a beautiful word, all the wine moms are still holding out. Now kind of the punchline that says, but fuck 'em, it's over, right? And but fuck also the rhyme. New lyrics, right? Different approach in the last chorus, something that is usual but powerful.
Even my daddy just loves it, mom is lady.
I'm having his baby is now I'm his lady.
Oh my God, you should see your face is tired.
Right, okay, the new lyrics are: now I'm dancing in my dress in the sun, and even my daddy just loves him. I'm his lady, and oh my God, you should see your faces. So, positive ending, finally.
Doesn't it give some perspective? I know you can't come to the wedding one. I'll tell you.
Before we continue, it's lyric time. Time doesn't give it some perspective, and no, you can't come to the wedding. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. I think it's the first time that it says I know he's crazy. Is it I know it's crazy before that? No, it was always I know he's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And now we continue with the post-chorus.
I'll tell you something right now. You ain't gotta pray for me.
Combining ideas from the different sections. So we had this me and my wild boy and all of this wild joy in one of the primary bridges. I'll tell you something right now, you ain't gonna pray for me is I believe from somewhere else.
I'll tell you something right now.
So this was post-chorus, right? I'll tell you something right now. This becomes...
I'll tell you something right now. You ain't gotta pray for me.
You ain't gotta pray for me is from somewhere else, right? Yes, this is from primary bridge number 2. And me and my wild boy and all of this wild joy as well. He was chaos, he was revelry in the background.
And it's just white noise. It's my choice.
Beautiful combination of all the ideas in this outro. This is great pop.
Screaming, but daddy, I
Secondary hook. Okay, this...
love
New idea, old lyric idea. I'm having this baby.
No, I'm not. See your faces.
Same lyrics, new melodies.
But oh my God, you should see your faces.
And this we know. And one last time he was chaos, he was revelry in the background with a fade out outro. And this was But Daddy I Love Him by Taylor Swift, and I'm sure we can take away valuable songwriting learnings. Songwriting learning number 1 is about a really interesting verse line arrangement where we have got 2 short lines, a long line and a super short line, right? Establishing the rhyming pattern AABB, but really creating a confusing structure that is really powerful. I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Really powerful, and she sticks to it, sometimes including funny twists, especially at the end with this "but fuck him, I love him" and stuff. So no, I think it's "but fuck him, it's over," right? Something like this. So once you have established something, you can deceive the listener's expectations in a very powerful fashion. So this is what verse arrangement is all about, making something repeat until it doesn't. Songwriting learning number 2 is about an interesting song form after the second chorus, where we suddenly introduce a post-chorus followed by a primary bridge inspired by the verse, followed by another primary bridge inspired by the chorus, that then leads to a powerful last chorus. So 3 unusual bits that all have bridge character. I know that Taylor Swift is famous for her bridges, and here she really took it to the next level, where she keeps us in bridge mode for 3 different sections, right? So something that Taylor Swift can certainly do, and that certainly needs time, right? The song is 5 minutes and 40 seconds long because of that, right? So this is something that she took time to establish, and that very, very powerfully was adapted and brought to action here. And songwriting learning number 3, a Let's Talk song classic, the different melody beginnings. Downbeat in the verse, after the downbeat in the pre-chorus, and pick up in the chorus. This creates such powerful contrast between the sections that it's really something that the pop listener, and you know me, the pop listener really enjoys. So if you want to write this type of contrasting and very clearly defined pop music with sections that really set themselves apart from each other, then consider those different melody beginnings. And this was my live reaction and on-the-fly analysis of But Daddy I Love Him by Taylor Swift. Thanks to all the people who suggested this song. Thanks especially to Andrew Morgan, Hugh MSE, My Unfinished Ideas, and Jonathan Ribeiro here on YouTube, and JC, Prince of Wales, Amy May, Jennifer Grinder, Lena, and Bloody Mary 26 over on Patreon. If the rest of you also want to chip in, please check the links in description. Please also like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave friendly comments, maybe suggesting other songs you would like me to analyze. I guess we've talked song. You can talk about the Synergy Theatre project now. Bye bye!